All right, let's get started with warm-ups. So we're just gonna reach. You're just alternating that reach. Reach. Getting into that side body. Reach. Good. One more, then we're gonna be both hands up overhead. So now we're gonna be both hands up. We are reaching, allowing for that stretch, lengthening that body. Good, we're just gonna drop to the right, back to center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Go ahead and drop those arms. We're just gonna get those alternating circles. Good. Allowing that upper body to wake up. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Good. Go ahead and widen that stance. We're just gonna rotate, starting to sit into those, shift those hips back, getting into those inner thighs. Good. Bring it to center, drop it over. Getting into that back side, you can get that little hip shift side to side. We're gonna heel toe in just a couple. We're gonna take it into that walkout. Right foot comes forward, we're gonna drop those hips. Sinking, feeling that stretch, opening up that leg. Shift those hips up, reach and extend overhead. Back to plank, left foot comes forward. Again, drop those hips. Open up that leg. Shift those hips up, reach and extend. Back to plank one more time each side. Right foot, opening up that chest. Back to plank, left foot steps forward, opening it up. Back to plank, go ahead and take it into downward dog. Driving that chest to those knees. You can go ahead and pedal it out. Bring it back to plank. Go ahead and drop to those knees. And we're just gonna finish with some cat-cows. Drop through that lower back. Raise. Good. Looking through. Then tucking that chin on that roll. And stop. All right, you can get some step up marches, some jacks, just to get a little bit warmed up. Otherwise, you're gonna need dumbbells. I would say anywhere between that 10 to 15 pound range this morning. This first group, you're gonna need something that's right for those bent over rows, okay? So our format, it's a 60-second exercise, followed by 2:45, followed by 2:30. The 45s are right, left, the 30s are right, left. We are going through every group 2 times this morning. So first 60-second exercise, you have 2 rows. Once you get 2 rows, you're gonna stand it up and you have a reverse lunge, right to left, back to 2 rows. Your 45-second exercise, dumbbells in that right hand. You are gonna snatch it, rack it, pivot, squat, press to the center. So it's snatch, rack, pivot, squat, press. Right side, left side. Then you're gonna drop that dumbbell. Your 30-30 is gonna be a track start on the right, then track start on the left. Starting with 2 rows to 2 reverse lunges. Ready? And go. 2 rows to 2 reverse lunges. On those rows, making sure that core is staying pulled in. You are squeezing. Squeeze. You should be able to lift a little heavier in those reverse or in those rows, knowing that you just have 2 at a time. 2 rows. Step it back. 2 reverse lunges. We are here for 60 seconds. Good. Squeeze. Tuck those elbows on those rows and squeeze. You can have that soft hinge on that reverse lunge. From here, we're going to that right snatch and switch. So you're snatching it right, racking it, pivot squat. As you bring it back to center, you're pressing. Drop it, rack it, or snatch it, rack it, pivot squat, press. Snatch, rack, pivot, press. We are staying on that right side. You're dropping that dumbbell, snatching it all the way up, racking it to your shoulder. You're pivoting open for that squat. As you bring it back to center, you are pressing. We are switching in 3, 2, 1. Left hand has that dumbbell. Snatch it, rack it, pivot, get that squat, get that press to the center. Good. Drop it, snatch it, rack it, pivot squat, press. You've knocked out 30 seconds. You have 15 more seconds to go on this side. Then we are going into that track start. In 5 seconds, we drop that dumbbell and switch. So track start, right leg steps back. You're driving it up and through. So you're getting that tap, drive. Tap, drive, good. Going for reps, getting that heart rate up in this 60 seconds of this right left. Five seconds, we switch sides and switch. Same thing, other side, left leg steps back. Drive it through. Good. Keep working, halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nice job. Quick shrink, you have about 15 seconds off. We are back for our second and final round of this group. We are starting with those 2 rows to 2 reverse lunges. Ready? Go ahead and load it up and go. 60 seconds. So you're bent over, 2 rows, you are squeezing. Squeeze. After those 2 rows, you're standing it up. We have 2 reverse lunges. We are back to those 2 rows. Squeeze, squeeze. "60 seconds, continuing to work. On those rows, you're driving those dumbbells, wrapping those elbows around, getting that squeeze, that pinch through that back side. You have 10 seconds. And we have that right hand on that dumbbell. We're doing that snatch. And switch. Right hand. So we're snatching it, racking it, pivot squat, press. Snatch, rack, pivot squat, pressing to the top. Then we're back to that snatch. Good. "45 seconds. You've already knocked out 30. Nice job, you guys. Way to challenge yourself with that weight. Drop it, snatch it, rack it to that shoulder, open up for that squat, press it to the center. And switch. Same thing, other side. That dumbbell moves that left hand right into it. Snatch, rack, pivot, open it up, press it to the top, drop it, snatch, rack, pivot to press. 45 seconds. Making sure after that snatch, you rack it before you open up for that squat. Then as you're coming back to center, you're getting that press. 10 seconds. And we're dropping that dumbbell, going into that track start and switch. Track start, right leg steps back. You're getting that floor touch. You're driving it through with that knee drive. Modification, you're just eliminating that jump, getting that knee drive through. Otherwise, you're driving it up, exploding. 10 seconds, we switch. And switch. Same thing, other side. Step it back, drive it through. Good. Explode. Stay on it, stay with it. Under 10 seconds to go. Push. And stop. Great job, you guys. You have about 30 seconds. Grab a drink, but make your way to the screen so I can explain that second group. So this second group, same format. You are going to need dumbbells that are right for like a deadlift to a curl. So first one, we are doing 2 deadlifts. Once you get those 2 deadlifts, we are going into 2 bicep curls. So 2 deadlifts to 2 curls. Then our 45, we have a staggered stance. We have a staggered swing. You're going to curl it to that chest. You're going to step it open for that lateral lunge. Staggered swing, curl it to the chest, lateral lunge. Right side, then left side. Then your 30 seconds. You can either go into a one-handed burpee, or you can have that one hand on that dumbbell. We're just doing a burpee, curl press, 30 seconds on the right side, 30 seconds on the left. Starting with 2 deadlifts to 2 curls. Ready? And go. 60 seconds. So again, on that deadlift, that butt stays high. You are pushing those hips back, driving them forward. Push those hips, drive them. Once you get 2 deadlifts, you're going into 2 bicep curls. On those bicep curls, you're rotating that curl all the way to the top. Full range of motion. 2 deadlifts, 2 curls. You have 20 seconds. Good. From here, we're going into that right side, staggered stance swing. Curl it to that rack, to that shoulder, to that lateral lunge, and switch. Single dumbbell, stagger it, swing it, curl it to that shoulder. You're stepping it out. So you're just going with the with the flow of that kickstand leg. So you have that staggered stance, you curl it, you're just stepping out what feels comfortable for you in that side lunge, okay? So to step it out laterally, that's gonna feel awkward since you're in that staggered stance. So swing it, step it back for that lunge. Back to center for that staggered stance. Swing it. And switch sides. So that dumbbell is also swinging at a lateral. It's not swinging straight, it's swinging laterally through those legs. Drive it to the shoulder. Lateral lunge. Swing it, curl it to that shoulder. Lateral lunge, good. When you come back to the top, you're still staying in that staggered kickstand. You have 45 seconds. 5 seconds to go. And we have that burpee with that right curl press and switch. So if you can do that single arm burpee, you can do that single arm burpee, curl press. Otherwise, you can ground that other arm, curl press it. Burpee. Keeping that dumbbell in that right hand. Good. We are here for 30 seconds, then we go 30 seconds on that other side. And switch, left hand, burpee, curl press. Burpee, curl press to the top. Burpee, curl press, good. Making sure that core is staying pulled in on that curl press where you're not arching through that back. If you need to step that burpee out, step it out. Strong movement. And stop. Nice job. You have 15 seconds off. We are back to the top for our second and final round. 2 deadlifts to 2 curls. Ready? Go ahead and load it up. And go. My voice is not holding out on me today. 2 deadlifts. Shift those hips back. Drive it to the top. Shift them. Drive it to the top. Once you get 2 deadlifts, you have 2 curls. Once you get those 2 curls, you're back to 2 deadlifts. So you're driving those hips back, keeping that butt high. "45 seconds down." Nice job. From here, we are going into that right side staggered swing. Curl it to that shoulder, to that lateral lunge, and switch. Staggered stance. Staggered swing. Curl it, lateral lunge. Back to that kickstand. Staggered swing. Curl it, lateral lunge. Good. Find that curl before you step it out for that lateral lunge. Make it 2 separate movements. Being in control of your body. Good. Staggered swing. Curl it, step it out for that lateral lunge. 45 seconds. You have 10 seconds to go. And we're moving to that left side. And switch. Same thing, other side. Now that left leg is in that kickstand, staggered stance. Curl it, step it out. Back to center. Staggered stance, curl it, step it out. Good. 45 seconds. Continuing to work. Shift those hips back on that lateral lunge. Driving it back to center. You have 10 seconds. And we're going to that burpee. That dumbbell's in that right hand. And switch, 30 seconds. So you have that single arm burpee, or you can just have that burpee in that right hand. We're curl pressing to the top. Burpee. Curl press to the top. Good, 30 seconds, push. This is our last round. And switch. Same thing, other side, left hand, now curl presses. You got this. Curl press to the top. Big push, 10 seconds. Curl press. And stop. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, you have about 30 seconds off. Grab a quick drink if you need one. All right, so you might have to drop in weight for this next round. We have something that's right for a single arm overhead pull. So I would say anywhere between maybe that 8 to 10 pound range. If you can go up, go up. First 60-second exercise, you have a walkout. Once you get to that walkout, you have 2 push-ups. You're walking it in. Stand it up. So walk out to 2 push-ups. Then you're going to your back. You have a overhead pull, so you're doing right side. So you have an overhead pull. At the top, you're meeting that arm to that leg with that sit-up. Overhead pull, sitting up, meeting that arm to that leg. Right side, then left side. Then you're taking it to your feet for those 2 30s. So you're going to tap, load. You have 2 crunches. So you're going to tap, load, 2 crunches. Right side, then left side. Starting with that walkout to push up. Ready? And go. Walk it out. 2 push-ups at the bottom of that walkout. And you're walking it in, standing it up. Right back to that walkout. 2 push-ups. 60 seconds, continuing to battle. You got this. If you need to drop to your knees for those push-ups, drop to your knees. Get low on those push-ups all the way down. Good. Pushing it back to plank, walking it in. That entire body is getting tired. I want you to push through this round. From here, you're going to your back side and switch. Roll it to your back, single dumbbell. So it's an overhead pull. At the top, you're sitting it up, meeting. If you need to bend those legs a little bit, you can bend those legs. Overhead pull, sit up crunch. Overhead pull, sit up crunch. On that overhead pull, making sure we always focus on that lower back, making sure it's pressed into that mat. I want you to feel the same thing, even with that single dumbbell. It's pressed into the floor. You are overhead pulling. Sitting it up, reach. And switch, moving arms, left arm. Overhead pull. Coming to the top. That's where we get that sit up with that meat. Overhead pull, bring it up, sit up. Overhead pull, sit up, crunch. You have 15 seconds to go. From here, we are taking it to our feet. You probably want to go up in weight from what you are using right now for that tap load to 2 crunches. And switch. Take it to your feet. We have that tap, loading it to our shoulder, 2 cross crunches. So you're getting that tap, load it, 2 cross crunches. So I'm tapping slightly across that body, starting to engage that core, load it to my shoulder, crunch 1, crunch 2, 5 seconds, we switch sides, and switch, tap it, load it, cross crunch, good, tap it, load, cross, nice job. Squeeze, making sure you're not just going through the motions, you are finding that squeeze as you cross that elbow to that knee, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Dumbbell down, 15 seconds, then we are back for our second and final round of this group. Starting with those 2 walkouts, or walkout to 2 push-ups. Ready? And go. Walk it all the way out to high plank. 2 push-ups. Walking it in, standing it up. Drawing that belly button in on that walkout. Allowing that body to stay strong through those push-ups. Nice job, you guys. You've knocked out 30 seconds. You are halfway there. "15 seconds to go." From here, we take it to our back, and we have that single arm pull over to that sit-up. And switch. Go ahead and take it to your back. Hand is in that right arm, or that dumbbell's in that right arm. We overhead pull. Sitting it up, we're meeting that toe to that dumbbell for that crunch. Overhead pull. Drive it. You can have those legs at a bend, or you can straighten those legs out. Continuing to focus on drawing that belly button in. That lower back stays glued to that mat on that overhead pull. 5 seconds, and we switch sides. And switch, same thing, other side, left hand now. Drives that dumbbell overhead, soft bend through that arm. Bring it to center before you get that sit up. Good. Nice job, you guys. 15 seconds. From here, we're taking it to our feet for that tap to 2 crunches. And switch. Go ahead and bring it to your feet. Single dumbbell, you can get a little heavier. So we're tapping that dumbbell on the floor. We're loading it to our shoulder. 2 crunches. Tap it. Load it. 2 crunches. 30 seconds on this side. Nice job. 10 seconds to go. Squeeze on that crunch. We're switching in 3, 2, 1, and switch. Left hand, same thing. Tap it, curl it, crunch for 2. Slow and controlled for that crunch. Find that squeeze. Nice job, you guys. 5 seconds. And stop. All right, that is it for Friday challenge. If you are staying on for the 10-minute challenge, I'm just gonna get that video switched. Have a great day, you guys. Great job. Bye.